Fours Bedwars is one of the most reliable game modes for grinding stars in Bedwars. It is one of the easier modes to win because you have 3 teammates that you can rely on. In this video, I'll be showing you tips for grinding Fours Bedwars. I'll be talking about things such as the IYN strat, which maps to play, and tips such as fighting sweats and how to clutch games. There are timestamps in the description so you can skip to different parts of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I put a ton of effort into my videos and any support would mean the world to me. When playing Bedwars Fours, you should definitely try to find some teammates. You should never solo queue. In order to find teammates, you can join Lobby 1, join Discords, or join Hypixel guilds. Your team should ideally be in a Discord call, but it is up to you. When playing Bedwars Fours, the main strategy used is called the IYN strat. This is a really old strat that came from the guild The Illumination, which is a really old Bedwars guild. In this strat, there are 2 rushers and 2 defenders. At the start of the game, the rushers buy 48 to 64 blocks depending on the map. They should split off and go each direction. Then they should bridge on top of the base and wait for their teammate. The defenders will split the responsibility of placing butterfly defense. Both players will wait for 40 iron. One person should buy 12 endstone and 4 glass, while the other person buys 12 glass. After placing the defense, each defender should buy a TNT and split off and go each direction. Once the defender arrives, they should jump down and place the TNT on the bed defense. The bridger should wait for the TNT to blow up and then jump down and break the bed. This is the most effective way of breaking beds in Bedwars Fours. When playing Bedwars Fours, map selection is really important. Some maps are just way better than others. Some of the best maps to play Bedwars Fours on are Lectus, Invasion, and Aquarium. These are what are called the faster maps. They are the maps that are the most commonly played because they are the easiest to rush both sides on. You can also play maps such as Obelisk and Catalyst. These maps use the same strat, although the rushing distances are a little bit longer. They're still definitely worth playing though. Collecting diamonds in Bedwars Fours isn't as important as it is in other games. However, you should always still be collecting them. You should always prioritize buying traps so that your bed does not get destroyed when you least expect it. If you're in longer games, you can take the time to buy sharpness and protection if you need to. Fighting sweats in Bedwars Fours is really difficult if you aren't as experienced. If you know there's sweats in your game, you should make a high bridge to them. You should try to take advantage of any high ground you can get. They will likely have the butterfly defense, so keep that in mind. You should be getting diamond upgrades to make sure that you have more gear than them. If needed, you can also go middle and collect emeralds. Here's some general tips about Bedwars Fours that will help you win games more consistently. First of all, you should be splitting the gen. It means when 2 or more teammates walk into the same generator and they all get the same amount of items. This means that if there is exactly 30 iron in the generator and 2 team members split it, they both get 30 iron in their inventories. This means that the resources were essentially doubled. When you see other teams that are at middle, you should call it out. Try to predict how many emeralds they gathered to make sure that they won't invis you when you least expect it. If you lose your bed, you should really attempt to clutch the game. This means you should head to middle as soon as possible. You need to get as many emeralds as you can and buy potions and pearls. The best potions to buy are jump boost and invis. When you don't have a bed, you should be playing very passive and not going for other beds if there are 3 or 4 people at their base. And that's pretty much it for the guide. I apologize for it being a little shorter than the doubles one, there's just less to talk about. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, I'll try to respond to as many as I can.